make a video here on our 1967 C40 dump truck over here. When I was 16, we got this dump truck. At the time, we needed something to move around dirt here on our property. At the time, we were digging out a pond here on our property, and we have a Kubota tractor. It's not, it's a fair size. It gets the job done, but it's pretty small. And digging out the big pond that we were digging out and moving the dirt back and forth and stuff, it would just take a long time. I mean, we would have to haul buckets at a time with our tractor, which takes a long time, and it puts a lot of hours and all that on the tractor. So at the time, we really needed a dump truck, so we came across a deal. We found this C40 here, and we had a Kawasaki mule at the time. We were able to trade straight across for it, which I think was a pretty good deal. And we traded straight across for it, got the dump truck, yeah, it worked really good for what it is, or what it was. And we were able to move truckloads at a time of dirt, which made it really fast, really easy to move dirt around, which is exactly what we needed. And so we used it as a dump truck, worked really good for a while, and we kind of got to the point where we didn't really need it as a dump truck anymore. We kind of needed a flatbed and a truck to be pulling trailers, things like that, a lot more than we needed a dump truck. So we decided to pull the box off of the truck, because honestly the box, it had a lot of problems. I mean, it got the job done, it did good, it was perfect for on-site. So we pulled the box off. We decided to go towards a flatbed, start pulling, pull the box off, start building a flatbed and all that good stuff. That way we can pull trailers, we can haul grains, and hay, whatever we need to haul, we can haul it. And this is basically a 2-ton truck, so it will haul basically anything we would ever need hauled. So that's kind of what we needed, kind of what we need more than a dump truck. So that's kind of the way we're going right now, is the flatbed. When we had it as a dump truck, it had Widowmaker split rims, which if you don't know about, they're really dangerous. They're basically illegal. Nobody will touch them. And it's just the old wheels from back in this truck's day, and they're just very dangerous. There's the Widowmakers, and then this truck had 2 regular split rims, which some shops will still do. They're still dangerous, but nowhere near as bad as the other ones. So we actually have 2 regular split rim wheels on the front for the steers, with new tires. 7.5 by 20 is the tire size, and which is a really rare tire size. It wasn't easy to find those tires, but we got those and put those on the front. And on the back, we had obviously all Widowmaker split rims. No shops would touch. Those were 7.5 by 20 tires and wheels back there. And at the time, we were like, well, we need to get these tires and wheels off this truck, put new tires on. But how are we going to do that if no shops would touch these wheels and tires and all that? And not to mention, it was really hard to find the tires. So we were like, well, I think we're kind of stuck here, besides trying to have customized wheels made for this truck. And thankfully, we found a tire shop. I forgot the name of it. It's out there on the East Coast somewhere. They sell 22.5 wheels that goes to these C40s, C50s, C60s, Chevy dump trucks, or just Chevy trucks, and they make these wheels. They're a little expensive, not too bad though. And we were able to get those wheels, and with those wheels you can run 25 tires. You can run the 9R 25s, which they strongly recommend with the wheels that they make for these trucks. And you can run the 9R 25s on those wheels, or you can run, I think it's the 10R 22.5s and the 11R 22.5s you can run. They don't really recommend it, but they say you can run those with these wheels. So we went with the 9R 22.5s just to be safe with these wheels that we got. And offsets and pilot holes for these wheels are designed for these trucks. So these wheels are actually semi-truck wheels, but the pilot holes and offsets are set up for these trucks. So you don't have to worry about that. They'll go right on the hub. They'll bolt right up, real easy. So that's very, very nice. I'm really happy we found that tire shop, got those tires, and got those wheels, because that kind of I got a little worried about that at that time, because that's probably the biggest problem we ran into with this truck. Other than that, this truck has been pretty easy. It's just those tires and wheels. So if there's anybody out there with a C40, C50, C60 dump truck or Chevy truck, and you're stuck with Widowmaker split rims, or you just want to get rid of the split rims and put new tires on, there is a solution. I'm trying to save you guys some headaches here. There is a solution. They have 22.5 wheels. I'll try to find the name of the tire shop that sells those wheels, and I will put it in the video description down below, so make sure you go check that out if you're looking for new tires or new wheels for these trucks. So yeah, that was a big problem we ran into with this truck. Thankfully, it all worked out. We got I bought 4 brand new 22.5 wheels, threw on the back, got rid of the split rim Widowmakers off the back, threw those away, put the new wheels on the back with new tires with the 9R 22.5s. They fit really nice, perfect. They fit really good. The truck actually sits, I think, like 2 or 3 inches higher than it did with the old tires that used to be on there. So you kind of gain a little bit of height to it, but you don't. I honestly, I don't really notice it, but you do gain a little bit of height in it. But yeah, that's our story with the tires and wheels on this thing. It was kind of a nightmare for a while there, but we got through it, found the wheels and tires. And the only reason why we're running split rims on the front with this truck with the older tires, which the tires are brand new, they're just the 7.5 by 20s and we're running them with split rims on the front. So it's kind of the old way of doing it, but we just did that for right now because we could, and it saves us a little bit of money to get started here. So eventually we'll switch the front steers out to 22.5s as well, and that way they're all bud wheels. There's no split rims. They're safe, and they got all new tires, and it's a good way to start off. So that's kind of the story there with the tires and wheels. And our plan right now, obviously we got the dump box off of the truck, and that took a little while, but we got it off. It's down to just the cab and frame now on the C40 here, and we're going to start building our flatbed on it. We're going to do a flatbed, a headache rack on the back of the cab, and we're going to do some smokestacks on the back there. I think that would look really nice. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. I can't wait to see what this thing's going to come out like. I think it's going to be like one of a kind. It definitely isn't something you see every day going down the highway. Especially this truck. This truck, we got it. Most of these trucks, they're sitting on farmers' fields and things like that for, several years. And usually the door panels, kick panels, all that stuff is rusted out. And sometimes even the floorboard has holes right through the floorboard. This truck has none of that. It's nice and square. The frame's in good shape. When we got the truck, it had a lot of surface rust, which isn't a big deal. We just sanded it down real nice, cleaned the surface real good, and we painted it, and it came out really clean. Came out really nice. The body has a few little dents in it, but I mean, what do you expect for over 50 years ago? Not too bad. So we got very lucky with this truck. That's our plan with this truck here. We're going to do the flatbed on it, and we kind of need something with the flatbed, like I said. We need something to pull trailers, and we're going to design this to where we can, we're going to put a gooseneck plate, which we have right there. We're going to put a gooseneck plate on there, along with a bumper pull trailer hitch. That way you can pull 2 different types of trailers. Makes it very user-friendly. You can pull 2 different types of trailers. We got a good flatbed. It's going to be, I forgot what we were going to measure it at, but the flatbed itself is going to be really short. It's only going to be like an 8-foot bed. It should look pretty tall, and it's going to have kind of a stubby look to it. It'll look pretty cool. But yeah, it should be, the flatbed should be big enough where you can actually put 4 pallets on the back of the flatbed, and it should be able to haul it, depending on what you're hauling. But you should be able to put 4 pallets on the back of the flatbed, and that's how big the flatbed should be. So yeah, I can't wait. It should come out really nice. These are the new tires. Obviously, those are the split rims on the steers there, with the 7.5 by 20 tires. That's what we're running just for right now, until later on down the road we'll switch those out to 22.5s. On the back here we got 22.5s, 9R 22.5s on the back. All new wheels, Bud wheels, no split rims, completely safe. And so yeah, these are the tires back here. Really nice tires. I mean, these tires on this truck are going to last the rest of its lifetime. But for some reason, if later down the road these tires get worn out to the time we need to replace them, we can actually recap these tires, which is a lot cheaper than just buying a whole new tire, and that makes it really nice too. But these tires, as it sits right now, it's going to last a long time. You know, and so yeah, that would be really nice. And we haven't really decided on a color quite yet for the wheels. We're going to paint these wheels so they match and they just go good with the flatbed and the truck. We're going to do that later on after the flatbed and all that's built. And yeah, so we're kind of throwing ideas around about the colors on the wheels. But yeah, the frame here, like I said, you know, it used to be a dump truck. In fact, that's the box right there we dropped. That's the box that used to be on here. And obviously there's a ram and all that. The ram was leaking from the day we got the dump truck, and the ram was leaking, and who knows how long it has been leaking for. And obviously the ram, it's sitting right here between the frame, so as it leaked for, you know, who knows how many years, it just caked the rear axle, the frame, everything under here was just caked, and it basically had baked grease on the frame. I mean, it took forever to get it off. The other day I power washed it, and I don't know how long I spent power washing this thing, but it took I probably spent around 2 hours power washing this frame. Just keep going over it and over it and over it, and I finally got it pretty clean. It still is a little dirty because it was a few days ago and I've been running it up and down the dirt road a little bit. So, but yeah, I mean, I got all the grease off of it. I mean, it used to be really bad. The rear axle was the worst. It was just caked with grease, and it just took forever to get it off, but I got it off, and it's down to the metal. It's been a long time since I've actually seen the steel on this frame and axle, because it's just been caked with grease for, you know, who knows how long. So I got the frame all cleaned, ready to go. Here in a little bit, I'm going to probably just take the garden hose to it, hose it off a little bit, get all the excess dirt and things like that off, make sure it's good and clean. And I'm going to take some black spray paint, and nothing special, I'm just going to take some black spray paint, just a rattle can, and just spray paint it, just kind of clean it up a little bit, and kind of seal the metal up, keep it from rusting. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do here today, is spray paint this frame, and it should come out pretty nice. It'll look 10 times better than it does right now. It's nice because you do these little touches like this to this truck, you'd be surprised on how much nicer it makes it look just by doing these little things like that. You know, painting the wheels, you know, spray painting the frame, and then adding the flatbed and all that on. You'd be surprised how much these little details like that really make the truck look good. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing here in a minute. I'm going to I can't talk today. Spray paint the frame here in a minute, and yeah, it should come out pretty good. Okay guys, I just got done painting the frame on the truck here. Came out pretty good. I ran short of some paint. I need a couple more cans to finish the axle there. But other than that, the frame's pretty much done. Got it all painted, I think it came out pretty good. Nice and clean. It's got that nice and clean look to it. It'll be protected now from rust. I even got the drive shaft there. Looks like a brand new drive shaft. So that looks a lot nicer. Now that the frame is all painted, now it's time to get the gooseneck plate bolted onto the frame and start building the flatbed. And yeah, so I think that'll be it for today. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos. And we'll have a lot more videos and coming out for you guys on this truck here, on the 1967 C40. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.